So in the last tutorial we created an idle state for our character. We also took care of the run, things like that. In the next video, you can see it kind of tweaks out a little bit, you know, because of there's no real skinning. So that's just something we're gonna have to deal with. Again, we'll cover skinning in another tutorial, or if you have a class with me, I can cover skinning with you. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just do file open scene at this point and just select the original Alex file again, hit open. I'm going to hit save here and hit continue. And with the original Alex folder, I'm going to go ahead and name this jump. So Alex, and as you probably figured out, keep the @ symbol and just do jump and hit save, hit continue. Now here's the thing, on frame 1, let's make sure our mesh is not selected. I'm going to hit S to set a key, and then on frame 24 I'm going to set a key. The only thing you're really going to do for a jump is create some sort of pose. So I'm going to actually rotate these arms up and bring these feet up. And again, you can do sort of more of a polished jump. And let's pull those pull vector handles forward some more. Forward and up, so that way the knees don't flip out when we get this high. So maybe he leaps like this. If you want, you can do more of a Super Mario jump, where you have something like this. Alright, I'm going to give him a little bend in his back. Notice that I did not move him up, I just moved his limbs. So this is now his jump. The reason is Unity itself is going to control our jump. So we got something that looks like this. Alright, so I'm going to hit Control S to save this Alex at jump. Hit continue. And while we have a little bit of time left in this video, let's go ahead and create our Unity project and bring in our monster. So Unity 5 is coming out. I'm currently using the, I believe it's the latest Unity version before 5. So go ahead and click your Unity icon, and it's going to open up our Unity project. I'm going to go ahead and pause this. So once you start Unity, you're going to get this Unity project window. What I'd like you to do is hit browse, and then I'm going to navigate to my ugly monster folder. So let's go to our desktop, hit U for ugly monster, and I'm going to make a new folder in here, and I'm going to call this ugly monster _ Unity project. Alright, I'm going to select this folder. And the only package you need right now is the character controller. You could always import all these packages in later. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And I'm going to pause the video, and when Unity opens up again, we'll continue. Alright, so here's our fresh Unity project. So what I like to do is change the layout right away to a 2x3 split. This is my favorite. And then what I do is I grab my hierarchy and I just drop it below the project to give me a little bit more room here. I'm assuming you're completely new to Unity. So in our project tab, you have your assets. This is where all of your models and scripts and things are going to go for your game. So I'm going to right click on assets. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this models. And then within this folder, I'm going to create another folder, and I'm going to call this characters, or character _ models. And then within that folder, I'm going to make a folder called PC, which stands for playable character. And let's take a look at our ugly monster folder from our desktop. Okay, so this is my ugly monster. It really is loaded with junk. So there's a couple things. I don't need all of this stuff in my project. So I'm going to go in PC, I'm going to create a folder, and I'm going to call this Alex. And Alex is the hero of my game. And Alex, really all I need is I need that atoms folder and the textures folder. So what I'm going to do is within Alex, I'm going to grab atoms. Actually, what you can do at the same time is control click both, drag atoms, and drop them in Alex. And let me go ahead and pause the video because this could take a second. Okay. And you know what? For some reason, my character controller did not import. So I'm going to go to assets here, right click, go to import package, and import the character controller package, which is the one I asked you guys to check off. So for some reason, for whatever reason, if it doesn't import, then just do this. And I'm going to go ahead and hit import here and import into my assets folder. Okay. Now let's go into the models folder. Oh, looks like it's still importing. And really, we don't necessarily need any of that stuff because we have our own character. So here's our Alex, and in Alex we have atoms. And Alex, like it animated or imported properly. So this is a good opportunity to look at fixing any of this stuff. So I'm going to double click this and see if it opens in Maya. So let's go to Show in Explorer. Actually, and I'm going to right click on this and open with Maya. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to do edit, delete all by type, non-deformer history. Now I'm going to hit Control S and continue. And let's see if that fixes the problem in here. Let's refresh. It didn't seem to fix the problem, so let's try to optimize scene size. Let's hit OK. Let's make sure that we're saving over the right file. So Ugly Monster Atoms, that's right. Continue. So after deleting history, what happens is now they appear within the scene. So here's Alex, the initial model. We can rotate him. Seems to be lagging a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that each model, you go to each one. So here's Alex at jump. Now when I brought mine in, it automatically had the animations baked in. If you go to each one where it says jump, idle, run, and walk, you want to make sure that each one has baked animations checked on. I can't check mine on because of the way my import settings were set up. So the next thing you want to do is, I'm going to start with Alex here. I'm going to go to rig, and I'm going to make sure that each one is marked generic. So this one is marked generic. I'm going to go to the next one. Also marked generic. The idle is marked generic. Okay, so all of mine have this marked on generic under rig. Okay, let's do one last step. I'm going to right click, create a prefab, and I'm going to remove the new, but I'm going to type in Alex prefab. I'm going to drag the Alex model in here onto this Alex prefab. And I'm going to drag it into my scene. I'm going to hit F to focus. So you can see that he appears in the scene. So I'm selecting him, hitting F. I'm holding Alt to rotate. What I might do is I'm just going to scale up my prefab a little bit because it's going to make it easier for me to kind of look at him. Now, under my Alex prefab here, you'll notice that there's an animator component. I'm going to go back to my prefab on the side here, or actually my Alex model here. And let's see, we have model, we have rig, that's generic, and then we have animations. Okay, I'm going to actually check import animations here because there's no animations on this guy, and I'm going to hit apply. Alright, the next thing we need to do is I'm going to remove this animator component, and I'm going to add a component. Let's do window or component, the miscellaneous animation. And if I expand animations, what I can do is I can make the size of my animations these 5. So here's 5. And I can actually drag in each one. So I'm going to start with my idle. I'm going to drag it here. And I'm just dragging this. This is the actual animation component. Idle. Jump. Run. Walk. And then that's my prefab. Another way to do it, and then I'll end the video here, is we can go to each one, starting with my Alex here, go to rig, and change it from generic to legacy. And this is the preferred way I want you to do it for your assignments. Select legacy, hit apply. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go through each one and I'm going to mark them as legacy, and then in the next video we'll take a look at hooking up the scripts.